Hello, Mrs. Palin.
Hello, Larry. Thank you for having me on your show. I had to think long and hard about coming on here, as you are known as a very tough interviewer. But after performing so well on my recent interview with Glenn Beck, I think I can handle anything.
I don't remember a recent interview with Mr. Beck. Do you mean when you spoke at the Glenn Beck rally?
Yes, when I spoke at the Glenn Beck interview rally. I believe I dispelled any notion that I am unprepared to lead. Afterward, Glenny told me how inspirational I was. He bet I could whip up support for a war against Turkey if I wanted.
Do you have a problem with Turkey?
No, not really, although they did attack Israel with that boat. However, Turkey is strategically important as a bridge between Asia and Arabia. I think it would be best to resolve our differences by diplomacy and teaching them the gospel.
You do know Turkey is a Muslim country, right?
Of course I do, Larry. Let me make it clear that I have many Muslim friends who are good people and denounce the Quran.
On the topic of Muslims, can you explain to our viewers why you are against the building of an Islamic community center near Ground Zero?
Yes, Larry. I think that it would be insensitive to the people of America, especially those who lost loved ones on 9/11.
Why do you feel it would be insensitive?
It would remind the American people of this horrible event orchestrated by people bent on destroying our freedoms. We cannot let the terrorists win by allowing Muslims to erect a place of worship.
Are you, in a way, blaming Islam for 9/11, rather than certain people?
No, there is a difference between Islam and fundamental Islam. Fundamental Islam I do blame. But Islam is a peaceful religion that has been hijacked by those practicing the fundamentals. I have many Muslim friends with names like Ali and Baba and Tot, who don't practice fundamental Islam, but rather the real Islam.
So you believe that the people who want to build the community center do not practice real Islam?
That's right, Larry. They want to name the center Cordoba House, after a victory over Christians in Spain. That's just rubbing more salt in our wounds.
Their imam says there was peace and prosperity among Muslims, Christians, and Jews in Cordoba.
They were foreign invaders, Larry. A Muslim power invading a Christian country. A truly dark age in Christian history. Cordoba's prosperity doesn't change that, and these Muslims look at that history with pride. As a Christian, I cannot understand that.
Should the mosque that is already there be forced to move now?
I had not heard that there was a mosque in the area until recently. Obviously they were doing a good job of staying underground and not offending Americans. Although now everybody knows they are there. But I truly believe in freedom of religion, and I believe that in due time the American people will forget that they are there again.
Might that not hold true for a new community center as well?
That is different. The mosque now is a very small and crowded place where people probably do not want to stay very long. There's not a lot of time or space to make dastardly plans.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, Mrs. Palin. How is the family?
Wonderful, Larry. Track is in Iraq helping to fight the enemy and ensure our victory. I'm so proud of him. Trig is so cute. God had a reason for him, and I think it is now clearly manifest as my arm candy. Willow and Piper are busy with school and trying to unlock their chastity belts. Bristol is, as you know, on Dancing with the Stars. She has been very busy with it and talking on the phone with her sisters. Willow and Piper are constantly calling her, asking for advice. Todd is still working for BP and traveling with me. We are still madly in love.
Wonderful to have you on, Mrs. Palin.
Thanks, Larry.